All right, so I'm going to do total lean and convert total lean and weight just now so that we all have these in pounds. I'm not a fan of pounds because that's not the scientific way to look at things, but I'm going to make this into pounds. And so let's change this. I'm just going to copy that number because I don't want to remember it. And then come over here and do the same thing I just did in the previous video, but I'm going to do J2 times this. So I have that converted, and I'm going to convert weight into pounds. And I actually know this number. That's equal to E2 divided by 2.2. Double click. And I'm going to add in here height in inches. How do I know those numbers? Because I play with them all the time. Because I have now all these converted. So this one I want to show you how to make a plot. I'm going to make a simple plot. I'm going to make weight versus height. So weight and height should probably be related to each other, but I'd like to see that in the scatter plot. Now you have a scatter plot video, really nice one done by our course leadership, but you can also play around with this same file. So they're not right next to each other. If you want to make it easy for yourself, the easiest way to get started is to probably just copy and paste the columns to another sheet and make make your plot into the other sheet. So I'm going to show you that way so that you don't have to mess around with playing around with the units or playing around with the data and columns. So if I want weight to be on the y-axis and height to be on the x, well, I'm going to do the same thing I did before. I'm going to click that, H, and I'm going to do Control-C to copy that column. And you see that now there's this little dashed symbol. And I'm going to go down with my mouse to this New Sheet button. And I'm going to put in the X column paste, but don't do directly paste because it'll paste formulas and things. So just do paste values, just to be safe. It's a good habit. I'm going to do the same thing to weight. And I'm going to make that my Y column, just like when you were little in class and you had X's and Y's. So this is the easiest way to do things. So I'm going to label the sheet. How do I change this sheet? I'm just going to right click that sheet and it's going to say rename, and I'm going to call it graph of height versus weight versus height. Just so I remember what it was. Good habits. Good spreadsheets, good habits, you can just reuse them again. Now I'm going to highlight these two columns, A and B. I'm going to go to Insert, go to Charts, and see the scatter here. I'm going to scatter plot, like just click that and see what happens. And it's done something. Now it looks like it has a bunch of things down here at 0. Let's see why that's the case. Well, there looks like there's some junky things in here. That's the data cleaning aspect. Let's not worry about that right now. We'll worry about it a little, like there's some zeros here and they don't make sense. Well, I'll clean that out later. So it looks like there is a relationship between weight and height. It looks like the higher your body weight, the higher your height. So there's that relationship. How do I make some labels on this? Well, you can either do it the way that they show you in the other video, or I just use this quick layout. I just pick the one I want. So I'm going to pick this one, layout 1, and it has some axes titles. So I'm going to put in here height in inches, and then weight in pounds. And I'm going to get rid of this because I don't like it. I'm going to get rid of this. You can change this to title. whatever you want to. I don't like these lines, so if I just go click the lines like this, I can actually hit backspace and it just gets rid of them. So I can format this. You'd have to play around with it and format it the way you want to. I don't like that it goes from 0. I kind of want to zero in. No. So if I right click that axis, see how it starts here at 0? I'm going to start it at 40 so I can see it better. And now I can see this relationship. It's like a flat relationship. There's a lot of scatter. I can see more things. And now what I'm going to do also, I hate the font. And I think it's small. So I can change that to anything I want. My favorite is this CMU font that I put into I actually had to put it in there. You don't have it. And I like it a little bit bigger, so I'm going to do that. So you can do all kinds of formatting. I hate this Excel color. So if I hit right click on the format data series or marker, like you'll see this little thing pop out to the right. So I can actually change the markers. Change the color. I'm going to change it to red. Let's see what it does. So it changes that. So I can fool around with it and make it look different and not look like the way it is on default, which I actually hate the default one. So now what I would like you to do is I would like you to have fat mass on the x-axis and fat-free mass on the y-axis. So I want you to do the same thing I just did, but have a different plot that has fat mass as the x-axis and fat-free mass as the y-axis.